Welcome ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so for today I'm gonna start another best of 3 series, also taken from the Intel Extreme Masters from the group stages. This is gonna be game 1, and I'm gonna be stalking, so to speak, this Terran once more, because the last series had him involved as well. It's gonna be Tarson, the Polish Terran player, member of Team Millenium. And I was quite pleased with this previous series against Huck. I really enjoyed his playstyle, so I'm curious to see more of it here when he faces this quite menacing Zerg spawning here on this north position and going by the name of Nerchio. Nerchio is a member of Team Acer, a fairly recent team, also a Polish player, so this is going to be a 100% Polish battle. And I wonder what Tarson might be able to bring up to the table on this matchup. His TVP was quite good. I'm curious about his TVZ, more of that multi-pronged attacks, lots of multitasking, it's what I'm looking for. But keep in mind that Nerchio is a very menacing force. He's amongst the best Zerg players in Europe at the moment, I have no doubt about that. And also, now that he started to play on some LAN events and start to face those big crowds while he's sitting on the booth, I'm pretty sure he's gonna start rising to the occasion and becoming even better than he already is. For now, taking a look at what's going on this game, and well, it's just on its early stages though, so there's not actually much going on. We do have Nerchio who is just sending 2 drones out, so I'm assuming he's gonna go for that fast hatch, which makes perfect sense on this map. I mean, huge rush distance, big map, and obviously a way of the Zerg player try to benefit from that early income and the early production out of 2 hatcheries, so it's the way to go. I would do exactly the same. While here on Tarson's side, he's finishing his first racks, trying to complete that wall off, but still missing a little bit there, and it seems like that Nerchio will be able to get in and take a sneak peek at least. There it is, his drone is gonna take a sneak peek inside. Not much for him to see, probably the timing on the gas and the amount of gas collected. As you can see, Tarson is playing out of a single gas, and now he's gonna apparently run away before he gets walled in. There it is. That was fairly close, and the Marine is almost coming out, so Nerchio is gonna save his drone, but you won't be able to take more information. While we do see that Tarson is gonna try to make a move here, and we're gonna have a tech lab attached, so maybe some Reaper play to start with would be interesting. I mean, he can just try to abuse the ledges and get himself into the mineral lines and get some kills. If properly microed, that Reaper might be able to provide with good results and a little bit of an advantage, a little bit of an edge on these early stages of the game. This spawning pool almost finished. There's the extractor already stacking on the gas, and his SCV keep going back and forth between the Natural Expo and the main base for quite a while now, but now the Zerglings will be starting coming out for Zerglings, so 2 larvae spent on that, and this SCV will have to run away, I'm assuming. Meanwhile, here on Tarson's side, yeah, he's gonna go for that Reaper, there it is. And what else is he getting built here on his base? Oh, he's gonna go for a quick command center, so 1 racks into fast expand. Bit risky, I mean, but being the map so big and the rush distance so big, he's just investing on his economy, and he knows that his opponent is not going to go for any sort of early aggression because, well, he's just going for that fast hatch and he's working on his drone count. And now we finally see this Reaper arriving here in the middle of the map, helping out on the fight against those Zerglings already with 2 kills. And depending on the quality of the microing by Tarson here, he might be able to get a good profit. 2 kills for now. He's getting close to those mineral lines. He can even jump from left to right, from one mineral line to the other one. And there it is, getting some more kills. 3, 4 kills going on. There's still no defenses here. The Queen just popped out of the hatchery. And 5 kills for the Reaper, so totally worth it. Well played by Tarson here, no doubt. He can even jump down and come here to this one and start racking up more kills, but seems like that Nerchio is planning to get some sort of surround here. A Queen on the left, a Queen on the right. Oh, just trying to poke at that Reaper. But the Reaper is still alive and kicking, so no chance there. Reaper still going on, and inside Tarson's base, while he keeps harassing, we're gonna have barracks with reactor attached, and meanwhile he made a switch here with the factory, trying to pump out some Hellions and getting that infernal pre-igniter. So he's gonna get some of those barbecues on wheels rolling onto the side of Nerchio, and they're really dangerous. I mean, from harassing to more harass, Tarson is just trying to make sure that the Zerg player won't be able to pull ahead for too much while he prepares to expand onto his second base. As you can see on the economy, we do have Nerchio just leading the charge there. 32 workers, 33 against 24, and it shows on the income. And obviously I think it's time for Tarson to consider expanding, picking up that orbital command that he was building and morphing, and start sending it to to his natural expo, so he doesn't delay more his economy. Though every time he lands the mules, he gets some profit out of it, but still, he can't be delayed much further, especially because, from what I can see, Nerchio is dedicated to that drone count. There it is, the orbital command is more than finished, and 3 Hellions coming out, with that Infernal Preigniter almost kicking, spotted by that single Zergling, and now there it is, Blue Flame kicking in, spotted the Blue Flame as well, Nerchio, and it's time for him to get some sort of defense, but that seems to be the case. He has a Roach Warren and he's getting a batch of 7 Roaches out. These Roaches will be able to counter the Hellion play, so very, very timed here, well defended by Nerchio, just a brilliant sense of opportunity on the right timing, popping the Roaches to counter the Hellions, and now seems like that Tarson will have to decide to go for some sort of plan B, with plan B being this Medivac loaded with those Hellions and trying to get some other vector of attack, probably some sort of landing on the back of the main base seems to be the case. For now, let me take a look here. Xel'Naga Watchtower, I think he spotted that Medivac. Yeah, he did. Look at the movement here. I think he's waiting something to appear there. And at the same time, he's going down with the Roaches, trying to apply some pressure, while Tarson tries to extend his game, landing a bunker here to get some defenses in front of this orbital command. And here come the Roaches trying to focus fire on that SCV. He should just focus fire on that bunker and try to put it down. Some Marines coming back, and doesn't seem like Nerchio will be able to get that bunker down anytime soon. So it's time for him to run away, while you can follow on the pip screen the battle ensuing on the main base with the Medivac dropping all of those Hellions, now picking them up, trying to drop the final Hellion here on the natural expo, but instantly surrounded by Zerglings and completely devoured. So we still has the Medivac, it's alive and kicking, though we got some hits, some pokes from the Queen, and I guess it's time now for Tarson to bring that Hellion back home, maybe repair it and load it again, and meanwhile, there it is, finally his natural expo starting to roll, and this is going to bring him a big income boost on his income. Finally, he's not going to be falling behind on his economy, I'm assuming. As you can see, for now, Nerchio is a little bit ahead, but that's not going to take long. Though Nerchio has been droning like a madman. Look at this, 56 against 37, and apparently he's going to prepare to get that third hatchery rolling pretty soon, an early third, and like that, just have this massive economy on the mid game. But he needs to be aware of the fact that Tarson apparently might be gearing up to try some sort of push. He's getting all the upgrades related with bio, also the siege tank tech getting researched, and we might be seeing him make some sort of push early on. Inside his base, there it is, the starport pumping out some Medivacs, plenty of barracks, so a commitment to bio once more, with some Marauders getting mixed in on the fray, and a single Viking. This is going to be the Viking that will be hunting down Overlords most of the game, or at least until he gets killed, of course. For now, he's getting his first kill, not bad at all, and at the same time, seems like we're going to have another movement here, with this Medivac advanced on that left side of the map, and trying to get another drop ongoing, while this Viking seems like he's going to rack up a second kill. This Viking is starting to get really annoying. Shoved away by that Queen, try to flank all the way here to the right side. Is there any Overlord here for him to shoot? Well, if there is, he's going to profit from it. And meanwhile, we do have Tarson forces advancing to the third base of Nerchio. As you can see, Nerchio was already attempting to land his hatchery here, but this is not going to pay out. He needs to cancel this and get out of here, or bring some proper defenses. For now, he only has a small batch of Zerglings. It's not even close, not even enough. Needs to get away of here, maybe cancel it, bringing more forces. Now the Roaches finally showing up, but I guess I'm going to have to follow this on the pip window, because I do see a big red blob showing up in the middle of the map, though he's just spewing acid on all of these Marines and thwarting the aggression. And here he comes, the forces from Tarson climbing up north, scan to receive the creep, destroying all the creep tumors. Beautiful fungal growth there with the infester, just melting away all of that bioforce, all of that marine force. And now the Roaches trying to finish off the siege tanks, but there's not that many Roaches here. He needs to bring some more forces. Those two siege tanks are blasting away onto the units from Nerchio. He cannot lose these infestors. He's just a big hit on his economy this early on the game, and able to thwart the aggression, while we notice that there it is, the Medivac loading and landing a single Marine that is trying to just get a couple more kills here on the mineral line, but doesn't seem like it's going to be very successful. Time to run away. And let me take a look here. That Medivac is just heading back home. Inside the main base, we have Nerchio already taking up to the lair tech. Gonna have a small skirmish here in the middle of the map. easily solvable here by the roaches and Zerglings from Nerchio. In the main base, also a hatchery rolling and double Evo chamber, so we're gonna have plenty of upgrades rolling. Infestation pit there, and another drop ensuing here with the Zerglings, trying to get this aggression thwarted. Not enough, only 2 or 3 Zerglings there, is not even close. And again, we're gonna have Nerchio have to decide if he wants to keep attempting to build this base. There it is, the drone cancelled, and now he needs to escape. No, drone is gonna get killed. Bye bye drone. I think it's like the second time he's attempting to get that base finished, and there's always a drop ensuing there. He needs some sort of stable defense. Maybe some spine crawlers would be a good idea, or leave some units stationed there. Meanwhile, an attempt to go for the rich mineral field. So Nerchio is committed to this big macro play, and seems like, oh, this early is going to spot another drop ensuing, while we witness the movements here on the rich mineral field, with Tarson realizing how far ahead his opponent is, or isn't at the moment, because he's been able to thwart the aggression on the pushes that Nerchio decided to do south, and at the same time make drops to cancel this third hatchery like 3 times already, and probably gonna try to make something about this rich mineral field. But we do witness more drops getting here on the main base, with a nice fungal growth grinding down all of those forces. And meanwhile, there's another drop ensuing here. Nice fungal, even holding the medevac, destroying all of the ground forces. And now some infested Terrans trying to shoot down the medevac, loaded with Marines. Would be a very nice shot. Incoming the infested Terrans, they're trying to be on target. Not enough. Oh, this is not good. Medevac trying to escape, but this fungal growth just destroying everything. Meanwhile, there's another medevac here on the main base. Nothing loaded in it, so there's not much for him to do. Plenty of tech structures here, as you can see. Also, a sign that is going to work a lot of these upgrades is the dual Evo chamber, obviously. And there's a big, massive force gathering here in the middle of the map and preparing to come down south. Here they go, trying to advance here to the right side, while we do see that Tarson is preparing to expand to his rich mineral field, trying to reach the rocks and clear them. And here he comes, those infestors on the front line is a very bad idea. Now the Zerglings finally arriving, getting a nice round on the siege tanks. We need a very good fungal growth going on here. No fungal growth whatsoever. And like this, the forces from Nerchio just got destroyed. He needs to pull back home once again, get some reinforcements rolling. That was a big hit, and I didn't see any fungal growth there. I might have missed it. What I do know is that he lost a lot of infestors, and they're expensive. And now it's time for him to run away back home, try to replenish his forces. He's getting 32 more Zerglings and some infestors to mix on the fray, while he gets the +2 carapace. Let's see the upgrades. 2-0 for the roaches, there it is. While here on the mech side we have 0-0, and the Marines are on 1-0, so pretty impressive there. We do have Tarson getting the static position, getting a sieged position here in the middle of the map. And look at this movement by Nerchio. He's just going to make a big flank on the right side with this big Zergling wave, trying to get a nice maneuver that will allow him to catch his opponent off guard, while we face just a small encounter here in the edge of the creep. And seems like that Nerchio is just planning on going straight into this rich mineral field and destroy everything going on here, catching the workers, now intercepting the forces that were staying on the back. And this is going to be a base trade situation. We're going to follow Tarson advancing on the pip window, while I follow Nerchio here on the main window, focusing the fire on that bunker, now trying to destroy the siege tank. And look at all the workers getting pulled out of the mineral line, trying to contain this aggression. And this infestor, oh, very low on the energy. The roaches are helping out with the Zerglings. He was able basically to chew down all the workers here on the rich mineral field. That's it. And this trade base doesn't seem to be going very well for Nerchio. Apparently he's deciding to pull back. He lost his rich mineral field, blasted away by the siege tanks and Marines. And you're gonna have some sort of encounter going on here in the middle of the map, with these Marines trying to get what's the remaining of the forces from Nerchio. But no. Nerchio just bringing more units from his main bases, fungal growth rolling there, and making a nice pincer attack onto the army of Tarson, and thwarting his aggression, even holding the medevacs. Look at this beautiful play here by Nerchio. And at the same time we can follow another drop ensuing here on the third base from Nerchio. This base has been battered the whole game. He already had to cancel it 3 times if I'm not mistaken, and now we're gonna have a medevac just picking them all up and trying to escape, while the bulk of the forces from Nerchio advances south once more, trying to gain dominance here on this position close to the access to the natural expo from Tarson, focusing the fire on those supply depots. And now where is he heading? He needs to clear the path to enter the main base, needs to take those supply depots. There it is, the breach that he required, and now he's gonna enter the main base, while we do have that drop ensuing on the top, on the north top, the third base of Nerchio, but with Tarson GGing out of the match was way too much for him, and seems like he didn't have enough to defend against this sort of aggression. Was way too much. He wasn't able to resist. As you can see, there was a massive difference there on the supply, and basically Nerchio, with his very healthy economy, was able to put out such a solid army and at the same time replenish that army. So every time he got it battered, he just pulled back, replenished again, and he attempted that at least 3 times if I'm not mistaken. Though on one of the first major pushes he lost a lot of infestors, he didn't even use the fungal growth, so a bit disappointing there, but still more than enough to defeat Tarson here. Impressive by Nerchio. As you can see, he was already working on a Spire, getting his hive tech rolling, so everything was quite healthy on a Nerchio land, I would say. This third was finally stable. He was even getting here a 5th base and trying to get the rich mineral field going once more, so he was completely on top of his game. Very impressive by Nerchio. Game 1 for him. Let's go for game 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See y'all later.